Hello, today I'm going to discuss body language during presentations. Now during a presentation, eye contact is very important. You want to maintain eye contact with every single individual in the room and lock in for about 2 to 3 seconds. Although this can be really hard, especially if you're not used to it. Therefore, I would recommend just scanning around the room, not necessarily locking in with any one person, or even looking slightly above the audience's head can be a good alternative. Now, you certainly don't want to do 3 things. You don't want to look at the floor, because no one wants to see you presenting like this. You don't want to read off your slides, because this is equally bad. And you don't want to read off your notes. So, if you do have notes, that's awesome, that's great. They're really useful. However, you want to make sure that they're really concise and they only contain the key points, the main points of your presentation. Therefore, you can glance down for 1 or 2 seconds a few times during the presentation, know where you are, and then continue. If you have paragraphs, essays, and everything you're going to say on there, it's going to be really hard for you to glance down, know where you are, and you're most likely just going to be reading off. So yeah, don't read off slides, don't read off your notes, don't look at the floor. Always maintain eye contact. Okay, next is your face. Your face is really important because that is what most people will be looking at. Now, you want to keep a pleasant face. You don't necessarily have to smile. Smiling is good, although it can be very unfitting in some situations. For example, when you're describing something terrible, then a smile would not be very good. Although just a regular face or normal face is completely good and completely fine. Now, you definitely don't want to look scared, angry, sad, or nervous. This is because if the audience sees that you're nervous, for example, they might doubt you or question you. Because if you're not confident in presenting your own information, then why should they believe you? And they just might stop listening. So, keep a pleasant face, regular, natural. Alright, the next thing to keep in mind is how to stand. I've seen a lot of people who move around, or cross and uncross their legs, or even sway. This is really bad. It shows that you're nervous and it distracts from your actual presentation. So you don't want to do it. You actually just want to stand still and face your audience. You can move around a little bit, maybe walk a few steps, stop, speak for a minute, walk back, stop, and say the rest of your presentation, but you don't want to move any more than that. Now, how you want to stand is, you can stand like I'm standing right now. I'm standing head on, my whole body facing directly towards the audience. My feet are about shoulder width apart, and I have a regular posture. I'm not too upright, I don't have a bad posture, I have a regular posture. My knees are slightly bent, not like a sports player, just slightly, and that's good. Although you can also stand in a slightly different way, like I'm doing now. I have my right leg slightly back and a little bit more weight on that, and my left leg slightly forward. This is also a good way to stand, and a lot of famous people present like this too. So, you want to stand facing your audience, either your whole body or just at a slight angle, and you don't want to move around. The final thing to keep in mind during a presentation are your hands. A lot of people like to fiddle with things because they're nervous. For example, a pen, a pencil, their clothes, the other hand, maybe their hair if they're a girl. But don't do it. It's distracting and it shows that you're not confident in what you're doing. Although, you never want to keep your hands in your pockets either, because that is probably even worse. So instead, have your hands loosely clasped, like I have now. Don't interlock your fingers, just like this, and keep them around belt level. And this way, from here, you can gesture naturally. Your gestures shouldn't be huge or extravagant, as these are very distracting and probably unnecessary. So, keep your hands loosely clasped and gesture naturally.